From Maun, I take the road to the east, passing south of the Ngaipan National Park and then north of the Makharihari Pans towards Nata. To leave sufficient time for the border crossing at Pandamantenga, I booked an overnight stay close to the border. It turned out to be unnecessary, as the border crossing into Zimbabwe on the next morning went smoothly. It takes only 1.5 hours from the border via an in places corrugated gravel road to reach Robin's camp. Here I arrived almost too early for the check-in. Robin's camp is a privatized camp inside the national park. The facilities are in excellent condition. The comfortable accommodation for the ensuing days.
This is the first day in the Hwange National Park in Zimbabwe. For decades I haven't been here, so I don't know to find my way around. But we will see what we will find, and we will be open to surprises.
Due to the early arrival, there was ample time to undertake a reconnaissance drive in the vicinity of the camp. The first day of this film represents therefore only the game spotting of half a day. The first rains are only expected in November. The past rainy season had been disappointing. The country was affected by a drought, the effects of which were visible throughout the national park. Unexpectedly, at the first waterhole, a bright of line and no other vehicle in sight. In the Kruger National Park of South Africa, this would have been a traffic jam. October is the hottest month in Zimbabwe. Temperatures rose to 40 degrees Celsius. Dry landscape and high temperatures force the animals to stay in the vicinity of the waterholes. No surprise then that the lions did the same. This was confirmed during the ensuing days. The high grass and the clay soil indicated that it can be quite muddy in this area, an ideal habitat for a reedbuck. The ewes don't carry horns. The shaggy coat differs from the smooth coat of the impala. And already I come across the first group of elephants on their way to the water. A white-backed vulture and a marabou are not necessarily a good omen. The waterhole Big Tom's is supplied by a borehole. There was at least sufficient water around to attract a grey heron and also to accommodate a single crocodile. A black-winged stilt doesn't need lots of water. A short visit to the waterhole Hippo pools. It has a large volume of naturally occurring water. I saw many crocodiles and a large group of hippos. As soon as water is in sight, the walk of the elephants is accelerating. This is no surprise, as the food they feed on at present does not contain sufficient moisture. This is the basin where the pumped water arrives. Because the water is still fresh, it is favored by all elephants. This skink doesn't have a water problem. And on that same afternoon, a second lion sighting, this time not far from the waterhole Big Tom's. The following days confirmed that each waterhole had its own dominant lion pride. Always cute young lion cubs. But when they are grown up one day, the fun ends. A lioness with a collar. It probably contains a tracking device allowing scientists to trace the movements of this lioness. The first sighting of a Roan antelope. It turned out that there are many in the area. A bachelor group of Reedbuck of varying ages.